This is the story nobody tells, and today we're telling it. Sarah opens her laptop on a Tuesday morning, coffee going cold beside her. She types in her bank login, checks her balance. $3,600 in savings, $2,400 on a credit card. Rent due in 9 days. She is 40 years old. 3 miles away, Marcus is doing the same thing. Same age, same kind of Tuesday. He types in his bank login too. His investment accounts show $837,000. And here is the thing that will mess with your head. Marcus and Sarah made the exact same salary for most of their 20s. Same city, same type of job. Same starting paycheck on the same kind of Monday morning 18 years ago. So what happened between that Monday and this Tuesday? This is the story most people never hear. Today, that changes. Welcome to WealthSimplify, where we make money simple enough for anyone to understand. Stick around and watch this whole video, because if you skip even one part, you will miss something important. While you are here, consider subscribing and giving this video a like. It tells the YouTube algorithm that you are serious about improving your money, and YouTube will start showing you more relevant content like this that actually helps you succeed. You found this video for a reason, so make it count. Now, before we go back to the beginning, I want you to hold on to one question the entire time you watch this. The question is not, how do I make more money? That is the wrong question, and I will show you why in about 4 minutes. The real question, the one that actually separates Marcus and Sarah by over $1 million, is much quieter than that, and it has nothing to do with salary or luck or knowing the right people. Keep that in the back of your mind, because by the end of this video, you are going to see it so clearly you will not be able to unsee it. Let's go back to when they were both 22 years old. Both Sarah and Marcus are fresh out of school, first real job. After taxes, their first paycheck lands at exactly $1,847. Same number, same Tuesday, same cracked coffee mug on the same kind of desk. Here is where the story splits. Marcus gets home that Friday night, opens his laptop, and does one small, boring thing that almost nobody talks about. He opens a Roth IRA. He funds it with $200, sets an automatic transfer, $200 every month, the day after payday, so he never even sees it leave his account. That is the whole trick right there. He never sees it leave. Then he builds a simple spreadsheet, 3 columns: income, fixed costs, everything else. He looks at the numbers honestly and realizes he can eat at home most nights, live with 2 roommates, keep his rent at $740 a month. Not because he is punishing himself, because the math is cleaner that way, and he can see it clearly now. By the end of year 1, Marcus has $2,400 growing in a retirement account and $1,900 sitting in a high-yield savings account earning over 4% interest. Now, let's look at Sarah. Same paycheck, same Friday night. Sarah buys a car on a 72-month loan. The payment is $387 a month. Insurance on top of that is $194. She gets her own 1-bedroom apartment, $980 a month, because having her own space genuinely matters to her. That part is real and valid. But here is the part that quietly costs her everything downstream. She opens a savings account, deposits $100, and 3 weeks later moves $80 of it back out to buy a concert ticket. By the end of year 1, Sarah has $220 in savings and $1,340 sitting on a credit card charging her nearly 25% interest. She pays the minimum every month. Right here, at age 22, before either of them has done anything dramatic, the gap between them is already over $37,000 when you account for the debt Sarah is carrying versus the assets Marcus is building. They have not even gotten to 25 yet. Age 23 and 24. Marcus gets a $2,100 raise. He does not upgrade his apartment. He does not buy a nicer car. He upgrades the investment. His Roth IRA contribution goes up. He adds more to savings. He moves his holdings into a low-cost index fund, one that charges almost nothing in fees, 0.03% to be exact. And he keeps the entire system automated so it runs without him having to think about it every month. The market dips hard when Marcus is 24. His balance drops from nearly $10,000 down to $7,200 in 6 weeks. He watches it fall. And then he buys more. Not because he is fearless, because he actually understands what he owns. He is not holding a hot stock tip somebody gave him at a party. He is holding a small piece of every major company in America. He knows it comes back. He keeps going. By 24, Marcus has $9,800 invested, $4,500 in emergency savings, and 0 consumer debt. Sarah gets the same raise. She moves into a nicer apartment. Rent goes to $1,240. The building has a gym she uses 7 times the first month, twice the second month, and 0 times the third. She buys a couch on a buy now, pay later plan, 0 interest for 12 months. She does not track when the 12 months end. The interest kicks in retroactively. That is how those plans actually work, and she did not read the fine print. By 24, Sarah has $4,200 in credit card debt across 2 cards, a car loan with $19,000 still sitting on it, and $440 in savings. The distance between Marcus and Sarah at 24 is $37,160. Same income, same city, same years, different systems. Ages 25 to 27. And this is where it starts to get really interesting. Marcus negotiates his lease, gets a small break on rent, and enrolls in his company's 401k at the full employer match rate. Here is what that means if you are not familiar. His company will match every dollar he puts in up to 4% of his salary. He contributes exactly 4%. His employer adds another 4% on top of that. That is free money deposited directly into his future. There is no other way to describe it. His total monthly investment across his Roth IRA, his 401k, and a taxable brokerage account is now $680 a month, all automated, before he ever touches his paycheck. And then Marcus does something that surprises people when they hear it. At 26, he drives 3 hours on a Saturday to look at a small duplex listed at $112,000, a 2-unit property. He walks it with a contractor. The bones are solid. The repairs are cosmetic. He spends 19 months saving for the down payment without touching a single investment account. At 27, he closes on the property. The 2 rental units together bring in $1,435 a month in gross income. After insurance, property taxes, and a maintenance reserve, he is netting over $600 a month. Tenants call. Things break. A water heater goes out in month 9, but the math keeps running, whether Marcus is at his desk or not. Sarah, meanwhile, takes a trip to Cancun. She earns points on the dinner she charges to a credit card she is already carrying a balance on. She tells herself the rewards are working for her. They are not. By 27, she has $6,800 in credit card debt, a brand new car lease after trading in the old one, including an early termination fee of $2,800 she had not planned for because she had not read that clause either, and $1,100 in savings she worked the entire year to build. She is also leaving 2% of her employer 401k match unclaimed every single month. Over the course of a year, that is more than $1,100 in free money she simply did not take. Age 30. And here is the number that I want you to really sit with for a second. Marcus has $69,600 invested, $1,481 coming in every single month from real estate alone, 2 properties, net worth around $134,000. Sarah has 401k partially cashed out after a rough stretch. The early withdrawal penalty and the taxes together ate nearly $1,300 of what she pulled out. Credit card debt at $9,200, car obligations still hanging around, net worth sitting at roughly negative $14,000. The gap between them at 30 is $148,000. And here is the part that is genuinely hard to hear once you understand how compounding works. At a 7% average annual return, the $134,000 Marcus holds today becomes $537,000 in 20 years without him adding a single additional dollar, just time, doing its quiet, invisible work. But here is what most people miss. The debt Sarah is carrying does the exact same thing, in reverse. It does not sit still. It grows, too. Every month she pays the minimum. The interest compounds on top of itself, and the balance barely moves. Both things compound. That is the part nobody says clearly enough. A building system compounds forward. A spending system compounds backward. They both grow, just in opposite directions. This is the question I told you to hold on to at the beginning. Are you starting to see it? Age 35. Marcus now has 3 properties. His total monthly real estate cash flow is approaching $1,900. His investment accounts combined sit at just over $284,000. Net worth around $403,000. One afternoon, a coworker named Devin asks him how he did it. Marcus tells him exactly what he did. Total market index fund. Automated transfer on payday before you can see the money or spend it. Devin writes it down. Marcus does not know if Devin follows through. He hopes he does. Sarah, at 35, consolidated her credit card debt into a personal loan. She felt genuine relief when the cards showed a zero balance. She did not cut the cards. By 33, 2 of them carry balances again. A medical bill arrives at 34. Not catastrophic, but $4,400 she does not have sitting in cash. So it goes on a card at 22.99% APR. She pays the minimum. Her 401k has $38,200. No real estate, no brokerage account, no Roth IRA. Net worth around $23,400. She goes to work, she comes home, she pays the minimums. The month ends, the next one starts. Nothing moves. And the quiet, suffocating thing about that is how normal it feels after a while. Age 40, the Tuesday morning we started with. Marcus checks his accounts. Brokerage shows $531,000. 401k shows $194,000. Roth IRA shows $112,000. Real estate equity across 4 properties, $231,000. Total net worth, just under $1.1 million. Real estate bringing in $2,700 every single month without him grinding for it. He has modeled out his finances at age 44. Under every scenario he has run, conservative, base, optimistic, and stressed, the investment income and the rental cash flow replace his salary entirely. He has the option to walk away from his job in 4 years. He may not take it, but the option exists. And that is everything. What he is able to do is simply larger than what he must do. That is the whole game. Sarah, at 40, net worth $58,700, nearly all of it locked inside a 401k she cannot access without penalty for another 19 years. Checking account has $2,100, savings has $3,600, rent is $2,040, and it has gone up every year for 8 straight years. She cannot buy a home because the down payment would require 2 years of aggressive saving, and she has not yet built the habit that makes 2 years of aggressive saving feel possible. The credit card balance is $2,400. At the minimum payment and her current interest rate, that balance takes 11 years to clear. She is not lazy. She is not foolish. She is not a cautionary tale about bad character. She worked every day. She paid her bills on time. She lived her life. But the system she built at 22, quietly, without really thinking of it as a system, was a spending system. And spending systems compound too. So here is the answer to the question I gave you at the beginning. The thing that separated Marcus and Sarah was never income. It was not education, connections, or some investment secret that only wealthy people know about. It was $187 redirected before the weekend arrived. It was a Roth IRA funded on a Sunday night with a balance of 0 and a feeling that it was probably too small to matter. It was 4 decisions not made: the upgraded car trim, the second credit card, the buy now, pay later couch, the 401k match left sitting on the table every single month. Marcus never needed discipline that felt like suffering. He needed repetition. He built one boring, automated system at 22 and then let time do what time does when you get out of its way. The Tuesday after that decision still came. For both of them, it always does. The only question is what your Tuesday morning looks like 18 years from now. And the answer to that question is being shaped right now, this week, by the system you are quietly building or quietly not building. If this video helped something click for you, share it with one person who needs to hear it. Subscribe to Wealth Simplify if you want more of this. And drop a comment below telling me one thing you are going to automate this week. Even if it is $50 a month, start there. I read every single comment, and I will see you in the next video.